What's up, everybody? Good morning. Ready to get going. How are y'all doing today? Market's moving on non-farms. Things looking pretty sexy still on the bull side. Bull market still alive and kicking. We get rolling in about 2 minutes here. What's up, Ray? Good morning. All right, taking a look here. Just like quickie. Oops, why does it keep? Oh, I need to resave this. Okay. Inside a DD band touch right here. There's a tap right there, Nasdaq, so be careful. Light should turn red or yellow. Or did it miss it by a smidge? What's up? Good morning, Peter, Kevin, Lee. What's up, guys? All right. Let's get our watch list going here. The hard part about the Robbins Cup leaderboard is that it's updated 2 days late. Now, as I keep doing better, everyone else keeps doing slightly better. So a lot of people are going up ahead. So like used to 30% would get you in the top 5. And right now it's, I think it's 47% the 5th place, or 43% is 5th place. I'm at 40%. So I'm like $300 away from top 5. But here's the thing. Let me teach you guys a trick of trading. Don't ever think like that when you're trading. These things don't matter in the long run. If you're trading to compete and you're like, I need to make $300 to get to a leaderboard, you're doing it wrong. The market will give and the market will take it. What's up, Louis? What's up? Good morning. All right. We've got 3 minutes till we start. I guess. I mean, Nasdaq does look like it tapped. Did it miss it by a tick? It missed it by a tick. That's why I didn't. Okay, that's why I didn't trigger. Okay, we're gonna consider it tapped though, because it's close enough. Like I'm gonna still trade cautiously. Literally by a tick. Yeah. Literally 1 tick away. All right. So can we get along 68 to 80? It's a 20-point run potential in the S&P. Memory strikes. We had non-farms this morning. Yeah, we did. Let's pull this up. Participation rate. Unemployment rate. According to Twitter, I was following Neely's post, and she had said something like 390,000 people are working. More people are working a second job. Hold on. She's always so good at following up with the stuff that you should be thinking about. 278,000 more folks in February working more than one job. 278,000 more people picking up a second job. Let me give you guys a Twitter account to follow. She's always on top of her game. One of my favorites. We've been on so many podcasts and spaces with her. Fundamentals straight up, but like really just cuts to the chase, tells you what you need to know. Neely. Yeah, Neely's great. All right. That's pretty interesting to think about. That many people with a second job trying to fight off inflation. Oh boy. All right. A little bit of pullback here. Looks like the 62 to 90. We got 30 points in either direction, so we're sitting there pretty clean on the opening moves here. We have no. By the way, Nasdaq supported major yellow line on that dip, and the S&P also supported major yellow line. So we're kind of trading in like a free zone here. Things are pretty clean. No irrational signals yet. So we're going to kind of take what we can get out the door. Slight gap up. Slight gap up. Market opens in about 1 minute. So my glasses on the serious mode here. Love you guys. Ooh. Ooh. All right. 15. Not good enough. Let's see. Right off the box. Okay. Too high. Too high. Come on. Come on. Dip, 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 dip. Dip, 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 dip. I like when the box is nice and tight like this. Is very clean. There's not like multiple entries. Flat opens are some of my favorite. It's about 7 points away from where I want to be. Let me let it dip real quick. I'm going to buy right at the box tap or half cap. It's close enough. Should I do one and double in? Okay, liquidity map. Go bearish there. That's good. Let's see bearish fix. There's the tap. Come on through. Come on through. BLE. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. We love it. Okay, 5 points down. I'm gonna put in one more right at the dip. Right at the dip. Bull long up golden. Watch out for hedge breaks to the downside though. Careful. Careful. There's 20 points, a 2-to-1 trade. QQQ, hang in there, baby. Let's go. Let's hit it with 2. All right, so the setup here. Morning, can you tap DD pre-market? It did. That's the caution. That really is the caution. Well, it missed it by a tick. That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay. So let's kind of calm ourselves here. That's what I'm expecting. We have to be careful because it almost considered DD tap a Nasdaq. Okay, so everything's clean, super clean right here. QQQ, everything's clean. Bull long up, golden setup, DD greater than half. We have support right here. Supportable zone. DD. All right. According to yesterday's standings, I'm $300 away from the leaderboard in the Robbins Cup. So wish me luck. Not that that matters. It's another day of trading for me. But it's cool to compete against the best in the world. One of the guys in the top 5 is the winner from last year. We got 400% at the end of the year. The R&R on this is super clean. Super clean. This is about a 51.50. Let's see, about 8 points lower. 51.60 is the support today. This is the pivot. Why that one person withdraw from the Robbins Cup? Oh. You talking about the person that was lying and said they were entering and then they never entered? Because they were actually banned the whole time? That person? Which, oh man, I grabbed my backup glasses. Oh, with scratches all over them. Who won last year? The person's name last year was Ivan Sherman. When I think about that right. Ivan Sherman is the one who won last year, 70.1. If I remember correctly, 2023 Ivan had 500%. So like I said, these are some pretty, these aren't people YOLOing an account to get up to the top. These are the people that showed 500% a year. So these are some strong competitors I'm up against. It's not actually a gimmick tournament. These are actually people that are consistent. Ivan's in the top 5 again. So these are people that know what they're doing, which is great because I only want to compete against the best in the world. How does one get banned from the Robbins Cup? That person must be super toxic. Yeah. I know. Yeah, bro. Yeah. How do you get banned? How do you get to a level where a broker won't even open an account for you? That's a level of toxicity unmatched. Those of you messaging me in Discord right now, LOL, you're correct. Yeah. How do you get to a degree where a broker will refuses to open an account for you? You're so toxic. I know. But it happens. But it is what it is. Trades with Matt is out. Yeah, Matt's not doing anymore, and I'll tell you, Matt's hitting the same problems I did. Let me tell you what the cup doesn't do. And I actually called to complain about this myself. So normally when you trade, right? So we're just looking for a straight run to DD if we get lucky here, wish me luck. If you trade, normally you're going to pay a commission, right? So I'm going to put a commission. Commission usually goes to your introducing broker in futures. Then you have a clearing fee. These are your fees. Okay, and these are fees. I don't want to misquote, but I'll consult my emails to try to get this right. These are normal. Commission, clearing, and FA has a fee. Exchange has a fee. Okay. Typically, each one of these pieces will take a fee. At the same time, you're going to have a platform fee, which this is on your side. This is going to be, I think, CQG platform fee. You get charged a CQG fee here as well. CQG, the fee that lets you tie into a platform, charges you a fee. And they have one other fee, and I forgot what they call it. So I'm just going to put like an X here because I forgot what it is. But this is their platform fee to use what they, again, it's not explicitly stated in the contract. And that's why I called to complain about it. I was like, this is a fee because like the contract says, certain fees may apply and these are the commissions. But this came in as heavy as one of the commissions and it wasn't stated and the rate wasn't put there. It's a very expensive. And let me tell you what it is. Hold on, let me look at Gmail. And I won't even lie. I called them and as much as I am supportive of that, the competition in the company, even Joel Robbins himself didn't know what the fee was for. And he had to go look it up. So this is a little disconnect between them and their contestants. That was a little striking to me that he didn't know at the top of his head. But then again, he's running the company. He's doing a million other things. He probably said it a long time ago, said it and forget it, and hasn't revisited it. So, but at first I was like, what is this transaction fee? That's what they called it. The brokerage fees are $150 a contract and $5 a contract for E-mini. Which is not terrible. I mean, it's high, but it's not terrible. It's doable. And there's no limit to how much you can trade up to the margin yourself. I on this $15,000 account, I could probably trade 7 or 8 minis. So it's not too terribly bad. There's no limit that a good trader can come through and navigate through this. It's not like I'm limited to one contract or something. So a guy could come in here. I've got 2 on the plate right now. I can get 5 more if I wanted to. So normally the brokerage fees, NFA and exchange fee standard, open outcry fee if applicable, which doesn't apply anymore, trade processing fee and transaction fee. The 2 are non-standard, and in the contract, it doesn't say anything about it. The contract says these are the commissions, options trades plus exchange, NFE, trade processing, transaction when applicable. orders placed, blah, blah, blah. And it's just saying like 650 per contract per side. It came close to be like, the transaction fee. He gave me some data here. Was roughly the same as the commission. Let me see if see what it is here. Okay, so here's when I looked at my broker statement. I'm just gonna pop this up real quick. For $135 worth of commission, there was $90 worth of transaction fees. Let's think about this. Like, okay, so we'll put a T for transaction. So what again? What are the numbers I just said? I'm telling you what Matt's problem is, and I exactly had the same problem. So on a $1,000 give or take basis, I had like this is just another day. I had like $1,000 day. I paid 135 in commissions. I paid 30. Okay, so commissions were clearing. They all go together. Then I paid NFA fees was like $1.80. This is on like $1,000 gain, I think. Okay, so $1,200 profit. Actually, let me write this down. $1,250 profit. These are the fees. This fee is ridiculous, by the way, but it is what it is. NFA was 180. Exchange was 31 on a 1250 profit. So this is normal for many futures accounts. But then on top of that, there was a transaction fee of $90 that was just mentioned, and like transaction fees may apply on $135 commission. A $90 transaction fee applied to it as well. And I was like, what is the transaction fee for? $700. Back up to highs. Let's flatten it and take it. Let's buy a second bounce. So the weird thing is, yeah, so if you think about it on the basis, this is on a 1250 basis, the total amount of fees is $258. Something like that. Don't look at the math. I'm skipping like the decimals and stuff, but $258 on 1250 profit. So roughly speaking, on this particular day, it was about 20% of your profits go to fees. By the way, I shook a $700 profit. That should put me on the leaderboard as well. I'm just sitting out and just letting it play around a little bit. I know I should long from here to here. I want to play one more dip, just to be cautious. Q's look like it's trying to bounce. I'm gonna let it test one more time. VIX is good. Volatility's pretty good. So, anyways, if you don't sustain momentum by winning day after day after day after day, you can't survive losing 20% to fees. If you have a good day and a bad day and a good day and a bad day and a good day and a bad day, like maybe Matt, I don't know what Matt was doing, so I wasn't seeing what he was experiencing. But if you're trading flat, your account's going to do this because of the fucking fees. The fees are overwhelmingly large and more so than anything else you'd experience. Nothing personal against the broker. That's their choice. But the platform fee that's $90, you know what it does? According to them, they have a service there that the winners of the contest get put into one of the services that they do. If you want to, it's optional. It's a pretty cool service. It's like, you know, you're a good trader and you can, now don't quote me on this, I don't know exactly all the pieces of it, but essentially they put you in a thing where people can subscribe and follow your trades. You make trades live, it ties into some API, and then it publishes your trade live. And I don't know if it automates trading copy trade for you, or you can just see it and copy it yourself. I think it's automated actually. There's some kind of thing, an API that tracks your progress and your trades, and then makes trades for other people that subscribe to you. So that API is actually this thing right here. That same technology is what they use to track and report the competition. This is some API fee that they charge. Some of it, I think, covers the CQG platform fee, which we also have. CQG charges for every order placed through their platform. I mean, through their API. But this right here, the bigger chunk of this is the API that Robbins uses to track your account. Just to track it, just to report. That same system is there for those of you that sign up for that other thing that they do that's not the tournament. Again, to repeat what I said, that copy trades, whatever it is, that has this fee in that program as well. You're trading and they're just taking that fee from you, and then you're making your money back by having people subscribe to your trades. So that same API is tied in. Again, you don't know this unless you call in and dig. I called in and dug. You don't know this unless you call them and say, what the hell is $90? If my commission is $135, this is double the commission. It's like a footnote in the last page. It doesn't say, by the way, platform fee of a couple of bucks a trade. Ugh. So I closed out Pixel Cal. I had $700 profit. I closed out on the first bump up. I know I probably closed early. There's probably some more points of run on this. I just have an icky feeling because NASDAQ already tapped TD band, or missed by a tick. Oops. Here to here. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor, tap that like button on the stream, and if you want to do me a favor, go down below to the description and go check out our Discord really quick, or check out our extended trial if you guys want to like to come to our daily sessions or learn how we do our stuff, or use the Rocket Scooter platform. I use only Rocket Scooter as my only indicators when I trade, and I am now, according to yesterday's leaderboard, on the leaderboards of the Robbins Cup. I wish I had a soundboard with applause. So I'm now at 47%, give or take. Wait, hold on. 44, 45%, something like that. As long as nobody advanced further, I should be close. But anyways, so what Matt's situation was, in my opinion, because again, I don't know, is that Matt was trading slightly profitable, which is awesome, but the commissions just ate into it. So like, you know, Matt probably did this, you know, like which is normal. Traders may not always go straight up or straight down, but this is showing solid risk management, solid trading strategy. But this extra fee, this guy right here, is like almost like a double commission. This is the ridiculous part that makes it really hard. So imagine this, for my account to grow, I have to overcome paying 2 commissions in this, essentially. If I just traded edge clear, I'd be commissions like this, but with Robbins, commissions are like this. It's incredible to go in and watch 25% of your profit zapped and still see guys like Ivan Sherman get 500% in their account. Imagine what they really had gross, right? Just think of it like that. It's like a $10,000 basis, right? If you made 100%, for every 100%, which is 10K profit, and they took out 20, which is 100%, and they took out 20% of your profit at $8,000. Sorry, $8,000 is your net after all the commissions. 20 to 20. I think it's actually 25%, whatever the, give or take. That's usually 20%. So for every 100, for every 80, somebody is up. Gross before all those commissions, they're up 100. That's a huge cut in your profits. And it's definitely worse for micros as well, as Matt had explained what micro situation, and that's just minis, which is weird because on a 10K start, and yeah, let me talk about the micros basis. That was a minis basis. And according to our rules, at a 10K start, you barely should be trading 1 mini or less, because that's our rules, right? We divide our net lick by the margin requirement of the contract. So that's a mini basis. And the mini basis is, and again, this is their prerogative to charge whatever they want, is $5. Mini is $5 a contract per side. Which is equal to $10 round trip, by the way. We were only talking about one side of the trade, $10 round trip. Micro. 150. To get the granularity, which remember, I started off this competition trading micros as well, by the way. And then I said, because of the commissions, I'm forced to switch to minis. Is $3 round trip per 1/10 of a mini. It was 30 bucks per mini. 30 bucks per 10. So on a mini basis, $10 round trip for one e-mini contract. $30 round trip on a micro. On a micros basis, my $120. So like on the $1,200 basis, I had $250. Let's just say whatever it was, 200. Yeah, 250 in commissions on an e-mini basis. So that $120 would have been $360 instead of 120. So add another 240 on top of that. That's almost 50% commission. Let me do the math for you again. On a $1,200 profit basis for e-minis, I paid roughly $120 in commissions. If it's 3 times as much per mini, on a micro basis, I paid $360 commissions, which means that's $240 added to the $250 I already paid, which is roughly equal to $500 in commissions on a $1,200 basis. That's actually $1,000 on 25. So that's 40% commission. Trading micros. You lose 40. I didn't even watch Matt's video, but I bet it's the same topic. And when I saw that, and I spent like 2 days on the phone going back and forth with all the different pieces to try to scramble together, like, what are all these charges, right? And I looked at it and I was like, I cannot trade micros on a 10K account. You can't. It's insane. 40% of it's gone. So I came in here and I said, I have to start trading minis. So you guys see me popping in 1 and 2 minis right out the door and taking some bigger drawdown that I'm happy with. That's because that's a massive difference in commission. That's roughly a difference of 40% and 20% total commission paid. Is it that topic? Did y'all watch Matt's video? Ridiculous. So if your brokerage account is like doing this, gross, you're losing money. If your brokerage account is like doing this, which luckily mine is, I don't think I've had any losing days, maybe one. It's like this, dude. You lose so much money to commissions there. To win this Robbins Cup is not only a sign of a good trader, is a sign of a smart money manager, because you are trading against a fucking landslide avalanche, pulling money out of your pocket at every corner. It is not normal trading. It is so, how do you navigate 400% and 500%? Losing 20 to 40% of your profits? I'm Sherman. I got to say, like, hands down for getting 500% last year. It really was probably 700% gross. But the point I'm saying is that the idea that you're trading against such a deficit means you can't be a bad trader to get on the leaderboard. You can't luck your way into it. You can't. That's why it doesn't change that much. I'm discovering that these people are picky and they're not going out there scalping every day trying to grow on that leaderboard. They're waiting, they're taking opportunities, and they're calling. Just like I did, take an opportunity and calling it, because they know you need a golden setup before you're going to operate. I bet you a lot of them are like sit out, trade. Sit out. They're probably like 20 and 40%. No, thank you. I'm gonna only trade when I see a good trade. They're not out there. Should I long today? Should I short today? Should I long today? I haven't seen those accounts move that much. I've seen a couple people try. There was some guy that appeared on the leaderboard in 3rd place for like a day and then completely disappeared the next day. I don't know, some YouTuber or something. And it's like, oh, my mom was texting me. Yeah. So ideally is that it doesn't take, it's like you can't, the way you have to get there is not day trade, day trade, day trade, day trade. I'll tell you okay, so they're all, okay, here's what it is. Here are the standings, right? So here's all the people. I'm gonna write all the influencers that have said they're gonna enter the tournament, right? At ICT, there were some other people that said they were gonna enter, but they were banned, and then there's Matt, and there's all these people, right? So like, I don't think a lot of the people read what I read into, because if you're just trying to trade this thing to make money, I wouldn't be using this account. Nothing personal against it. There's just cheaper commissions elsewhere. But if you're in this tournament, you're just in it just to show. You're in it to win it. I know I cut out too early, but there's a profit target. DD ban, I'd call it. I'd be out 100%. I wouldn't even let it touch. I'd get out now if I was long. Look for the exhaustion candle with high volume and I would call it. A lot of the people are going to enter the tournament, and I want to talk to them. I was going to list all these people. I want to talk to them just to see if they're experiencing the same issues and how hard it is. So you have to basically win and win. And when you guys know, I run usually a 70 to 80% win rate, which means I'm very selective. I don't overtrade. I don't flip flop, because over trading is what's going to kill you. Every wrong trade, remember, every right trade that you have, your profit is shrunk. Every loss that you have, right? Just think of it like this, your loss is expanded. So when you win, you gain less, right? Because the commission eats out of both of these. Commission takes out of your pot. So the more you trade, the more you're going to lose. If you're a 50% win rate trader or a 40% win rate trader, this is not your tournament. Some people can make a career off of 30 and 40%. If you need a system like me that's 70, 80%, you can survive in a tournament like this, because you're not trading all the time. You're selective, and being selective is, does everyone understand that? Y'all type a little yes in chat if y'all get it. You have to be selective. When that much money is being taken out, you cannot overtrade. You can only trade when you are confident it's going to go, because you have to make sure you don't lose a lot of trades. That's why I'm getting in and getting out. I'm taking my scalps and I'm walking away. I've only had like maybe one losing day, or the days I was losing on stream, I crawled back by the end of the day. So that's the whole point. The tournament, you have to, like, as a trader, you have to understand the conditions you're trading. It's not just, I mean, you guys go watch other people trading and you see like colored lines and stuff on their chart, and all of a sudden you're learning from somebody. This is where you're learning from a master of their craft. This is someone that is telling you the emotional side of the game, understanding the game you're playing. It's like those people are talking about, yeah, it's bowling, roll the ball down the lane. And I'm like, yeah, but what's the oil pattern on the lane? You know, what's the humidity in the air like? Like, I'm looking at the stuff that really you fine tweak, which is what things bowlers actually do. Did you know that there's like patterns of oil on the lane, and they use a chart to look at it to determine how they roll the ball? Every lane is different. This is the level you want to be to master as a trader. You see the constraints of your contest. You go in, you go, oh, I have to trade this way to win this. It's just like a trader funding program. You look at the constraints of the trader funding program. You have to adapt your position and management strategies for those conditions. You can't just run in and do the same thing every time. That's why you don't see any of these guru names on Leaderboard. And by the way, there's one guru who said they're undefeated in a contest or a training competition or whatever, and they're being defeated right now. So let's just say that. I don't know. Because people go out there, they're up, down, long, short strategy is never going to work. The only way to win a contest like this is to be a slow moving ship, managing your money, managing your positions well. Don't trade every day. Don't trade every trade. Don't trade every direction. Like here, my brain may say, I feel like it's going to hit this and maybe turn around and sell off. Maybe I can go for a short. Am I going to? No, because the odds are against me. Maybe it's 30% chance it comes down. Bull long up golden was one of the most easiest to recognize trades out the door. The only thing I'm sad is that I didn't go out and get me 5 contracts. But yeah, TBM went from 10 to 20, then back down to 9. He's not a bad trader, seeing trading in the public spotlight impact on the edge. No, that's not a bad trade at all. Plus, you gotta give Matt some credit. Matt's a newer trader. I'm not saying newer. Matt's been on the scene probably what, maybe 5 years, give or take. These guys in the tournament, I mean, these are folks that are like in their 50s. Like, you know, these are people with like 30, 40 years of trading. For being someone 5 years into the game, Matt's incredible for that level. And I will tell you, like, I don't know exactly how many years he's been trading. I'm just assuming from his YouTube tenure, but like 5 years into the game, I mean, it took me that long to even get consistent. So nothing wrong with being newer to the game and still growing yourself. Where he is, like, I'm telling you, in 10 years, 15 years, like Matt will be one of the greats. You know, I'm almost at 15 years. It takes a long time. This is not like something you just go in and learn over a weekend and you're going to kill it. Like, the emotional impact and managing yourself and managing money under pressure is not easy to do. And streaming while you do it's not that easy at all. But don't anybody tell you otherwise. To stream and trade is really hard. To stream and trade well and be on a leaderboard is the impossible. We do the impossible here, right? To do this, to me, let's just talk about what my plate is like. Trade, stream for you guys and girls, love y'all. Manage a company, just develop a trading platform, write my own trading coding language, teach you guys what I know. This is what my life is like. I'm doing all of this right now as we speak while I'm live on the stream. It's hard. It's hard to do both, to trade and stream. It's hard to trade and stream and run a corporation. These things are not easy. So imagine trying to trade, you know, just in your own living room by yourself with nobody watching. It's hard. There's a lot of pressure on you to deliver. Yeah, so anyways. Maybe a lot of traders understand how micros are not the best bang for your buck. The micro commission is super aggressive for day trading. And that was that way up from the start, just because they realized that, like, the CME group wanted to invite traders to the game by opening up the micros. I think in 2020 they created micros, something like that. It was not long ago. 2019, 2020 is recent. And they still made the commissions really high, which it's like a punishment, right? But the reason they made them higher was because they didn't want to take liquidity from E-minis. Does that make sense? They should have made it higher, but slightly higher. Like, if they made the commission exactly the same as like a mini divided by 10, like exactly, then they would completely, all right, thank you, Louis, see you, bud. They completely would zap the liquidity of the E-mini market, which would crash the global stock market. Because everybody would move to micros. Because why would you not choose more granularity for a better advantage? So they had to make them, they have to make them slightly more expensive than a tenth of a mini. But if a mini was 5 and a micro was 50 cents, nobody would trade minis anymore. The mini would die. So if a mini was 5 and a micro was 70 cents, so the difference was between like $5 and $7, it wouldn't zap the liquidity from the E-mini market. But by making them ridiculous like they do, 3 times as much on a 1 E-mini basis, it's up to the broker what they charge, right? This
Try it for free at asana.com.
Did I make a trade today? Yeah, I made 700 bucks and I closed out. Bull long up, golden setup, DD greater than half. So we had resilience greater than 0, DD greater than half. Bull long up is support at the open. Doubled it down to here. The reason I bailed early was because Nasdaq had already gotten close to DD and I was just kind of pulling out. Yeah. No, I closed out the trade because we right here. I went to pre-market highs and I just closed out here. I closed out like this. Nasdaq had already come in within a tick of its DD band already. So let me just kind of shape from the Nasdaq perspective. Market had already opened, so instead of holding all the way, like Nasdaq had hit here pre-market after the non-farms came out, and then we opened here, and then the market popped. And Nasdaq was doing this, right? Like at the time, let me just kind of scoot this over. You see where I'm going with this. And Nasdaq spooked me a little bit. So this right here is what it looked like. Hold on. So that candle is 39. So it was this, like Nasdaq had hit DD and was starting to sell off. The S&P tapped its pre-market high and Nasdaq was trying to sell lower. It was threatening hedge pressure break and I was just like, let me take the profit. Stake tonight. You see what I'm saying, Mahesh? I just streaked myself to get out early and I considered it a scalp. I know I missed probably 10 more points on the run, but Nasdaq was getting a little bit of heat. So, and plus, usually when something already touched DD band, I usually kind of caution myself, but I actually missed it by a tick. I still was exercising a little bit of caution on this. Plus, we're trading off of a catalyst as well. So you know when there's a catalyst trade, you guys know my rule. Get in and get out fast. Don't even try to take a run on this. Like catalyst trading is like trade small, trade quick, get in, get out. Because the market is just responding to that, right? We literally like, this is not something you're looking for a trend day. It's not necessarily a golden setup. It's like one step away from golden setup because this is an event-based day. And event-based days do create a little bit of randomness off the event, right? You guys know the rules here. So because there was an event, I'm not necessarily going to try to hold it to run all day. And I'm not going to try to short it either. And that would be kind of coin flipping at this point. Yeah, Kevin said the silver setup. Yeah, pretty much. The golden setup would be great if there was like no event. I would just held. I would have closed everything out but a runner and let it ride. But because you have events, you guys know me. If there was an extra light on here, once we get all the future stuff programmed in here, like how to identify an event, there'd be an event light that was red or a catalyst light that was red, which we don't do. So I'm not going to short from here. Yeah, without the, well, Nasdaq technically didn't touch, so it's actually not considered tap, but you're 100% correct, Mash, you 100% correct. Nasdaq got like a tick away. They actually really didn't touch it. So all lights were green, and without the catalyst, right, without the event, I would have been totally fine to go. So Nasdaq kind of trading lower just kind of spooked me out of sticking around in the trade. Would I short from here? It's a high probability. It's a higher probability that the short trade actually takes off because it's random. Like in a normal market, it's a very low probability that a short trade takes off because the market's going to have so much pressure against it. But because there's an event, the event can stimulate and spark a higher probability of trading. Like imagine something that's like 10% chance of happening. Let's get our impact here. 10% chance of happening, And then all of a sudden the market's random and then it becomes 50-50 chance, right? So the randomness makes the low probability event go up in probability. So like the random stuff, okay, so the IRL was tapped here. So, I mean, the run length, and we're actually starting a second IRL at the open. There's gonna be 2 yellow lines off it today if this sticks. So we're finding return pivots on the way down. So the chance of a short probability goes up. It's like a 50-50 shot now. But I'm still not going to take it. Let's find the IRL. There's where the volatility goes up and the volatility goes down. Here it is. So you have one more IRL off of today. But actually, you know what? This is a clearer one. Let's use this one. This is the one. Yeah. If you guys watch the video, you know exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so these are your return pivots on the way down. There's a support today. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I wish you had that double tappy tap. I know. I would have loved that. 51.80 and 51.53.50. I know. I know. Everybody, make sure everyone follow the stream. Everybody, do me a favor. Click that like button on the way out. Another thing, you don't mind. We are running our extended trial, $35 a month. Everyone, if you're not in the program, go join it. You will learn so much, so much. Our video series, hands down, will train you to trade like I trade. You can use our platform, use all of our tools, get the liquidity maps, monthly maps, resilience, all these tools that I use. $35 a month. Just check it out for 3 months. Pretty cool. And we're doing our lifetime thing. So we're doing lifetime at $2,400 now from the $4,000 price. It's like a once in a lifetime thing. If you pay a monthly fee, everybody here, if you're in the monthly program, go get this lifetime. It's gonna pay itself off in just over a year. It's lifetime is $2,400 instead of $4,000 for just this week. We're gonna do a lifetime only webinar for next week, and the lifetime only webinar is only gonna be available lifetime. We're starting to make like lifetime content as well. So this is the whole new thing. Oh, hey, what's up, Damon? All right, I'm probably gonna call from here. Not gonna do anything else. I love it. Made some money. I'll probably be on the leaderboards if people started coming down. I'm at the 47, 40 whatever % mark. So we'll see if that makes us somewhere. I love it. Good trading day. I'm gonna take it easy now. We're gonna do much from here and let this bull long up golden setup do its thing. I love you guys and thanks for tuning in. Robbins Cup. Head over to the Discord, everyone. We love y'all. We'll see y'all later.